Hey, it's Crazy Cool Me, or aka Ursula, and I'm here to tell you what you need in your hospital bag. First, you want to start off with a list. Here's my list here that I had. I had my son about 12 weeks ago, and these are the things that I used in my hospital bag, or these are the things I packed in my hospital bag at least. And as I was going through the weeks of preparing for going to the hospital, I made sure, that I had everything I need on the list before I go, because some things you can't pack right away. So the first thing I did, I packed clothes for my husband and I. I packed him a couple of t-shirts and some comfortable pajama pants or lounge pants. But I packed myself some pajama pants or some comfy lounge pants, and also some nursing bras. I bought some off Amazon. I think you get about 5 in a pack, which is really good, and I'll link that below. I bought packed 2 of those, like 2 or 3 of those, because I didn't know how long I was gonna stay. I end up having a C-section, so I end up staying about 5 days. So I did pack enough. I packed enough to, for the hospital stay. Um, so I packed for both. I didn't know which one I was gonna have at first, either a vaginal or a cesarean, but I made sure that I packed for either way it was gonna go. Okay, so with the pajama pants that I packed, I made sure to pack some cute nursing tops as well. These are from Amazon. I think you get 3 in a pack, and they're really comfortable. They're really stretchy. Like I said, I had a C-section, and it was really comfortable on um, my stomach and everything, and it was no bother. And these are really cool because you can detach the little hook here, boom, nurse, and then attach it back, and you don't even have to take off your shirt. So I really like these. Um, these are off Amazon again. I think you get 3. And then also they give you gowns. Of course, I did not buy a gown. I saw a lot of people buy the little cute matching gown for them and their baby, and that was cute. I didn't buy it, so I just used the gown that they gave me at the hospital. But I was breastfeeding, so um, yeah, that at some point that gown just went all over the place, and that's why I have my robe here. This is long sleeve. I got this from Target years ago, but I bought this. I bought this so that I can put over my gown, or if I didn't have a gown on, just put that over as I'm getting out of the shower or something. And it really comes in handy. You can get a long sleeve, short sleeve. It depends on the temperature. Also, let's see, toiletries. You can get you a Ziploc bag, put your toiletries in there. Of course, deodorant for my husband and I. Pack that as well. And then soap. I didn't use the soap that they had. I think it was the small soap that, the soap that looks like, you get from the hotel room or something. So I didn't end up using that, so I bought my own soap so I can get all lathered up and clean like I want to after everything, because you're going to want to take a bath. It just makes you feel so much more refreshed to take a bath, and also to brush your teeth. Dollar Tree, okay, they have these cute combo kits, travel kits, where you get the toothpaste, the little toothpaste, and the toothbrush, and you can just use these and toss it in the trash at the hospital when you're done. So I bought 2 of these for my husband. Also, speaking of freshness, bubble gum. Get you some bubble gum. And just, if you can't get up and, brush your teeth. I know after the cesarean, I had to stay in the bed for at least, I think it was that entire day. I had to stay in the bed, so can't get up and brush my teeth. So you would probably need something if you want something fresh to chew on, and have your breath fresh, because a lot of people coming in and talking to you and everything. So you want to have, yeah. And afterward, and also pack some chapstick. Everybody says you need chapstick. You do need chapstick. You really do. I already have chapped dry lips. So I always keep chapstick with me. But definitely in your hospital bag, you want to pack you some chapstick, whichever kind you would like that's moisturizing. You're having a vaginal or cesarean, I recommend getting you some chapstick. Also, I packed some pads. This is a size 4. So it can go up another size. But I packed some of these and as well because you're gonna bleed as well. If you're having a cesarean or vaginal delivery, you're gonna bleed. So I packed those. But the hospital did provide me with those huge pads and the mesh underwear. So I just bought these just in case. I did not end up using them at the hospital. I used them more so when I got home, but just wanted to be safe and pack some extra. But the hospital gives you the mesh underwear and the large pads as you need them. So shoes, shower shoes. These are some flip-flops. I bought these from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree? So, yeah, you can get some of your toiletries from Dollar Tree. They have a lot of good stuff for $1. Anyway, I did not use these. As you can see, I just, you know, when I was there, I was just in so much pain. I was like, okay, I'm just taking a shower and get out. So, but if you don't want to do that, I suggest getting you some shoes to go in the shower with, and also some slippers to walk around the hospital or your hospital room. Get those. I bought those as well. And or they do give you socks, so you can walk around in your socks. But if you don't want to do that, you can purchase you some slippers. I bought mine from Walmart, so you know, just some inexpensive slippers that are comfy for you. Also, I skipped, but oh yeah, lotion. Get you some lotion as well. This one's almost out, but I have dry skin, so I use the Ursula lotion here. So when you get a chance to take a shower, you want to make sure you have some lotion to soothe your skin even more and moisturize your skin. Yeah. So also, I bought these as well. Like I said, the hospital is gonna probably provide you with some mesh underwear, but you can buy your own because you're gonna need them when you get home from the hospital. So always, these are the Always Discreet. Bought these from Walmart, and a lot of people that I looked at on the vlogs, they were like, yeah, buy these. So I bought these, but I bought them too small. This is a small medium, and I was not a small medium. I was very heavy when I gave birth, so I was still a little heavy. So I could not fit these. I was about, I don't even know, but I was about 214 pounds when I gave birth. So you only lose about, I think they say you only lose about 9 pounds. But so anyway, so just make sure you get the size that you need, but you don't have to get the Always Discreet. I end up getting a different brand just because, you know, they didn't have the bigger size when I needed it. I also bought nursing pads because, like I said, I was breastfeeding. If you're not breastfeeding, you won't need all of the nursing things. But I was breastfeeding, so I bought nurse pads just in case. I did not use them because, you know, when you give birth, you're only producing that colostrum, so you're not having any letdown. So, but I just bought it just in case. I like to be safe than sorry. Also, when you're leaving the hospital, you want to get you something to wear to leave. You know, you can get you some tights or some pajama. Wear your pajama pants out, or your nursing top out, and put a top over it. I end up just buying a maxi dress here. It doesn't have any sleeves, but maxi dress. I bought this from Walmart, and depending on the weather, after you give birth, I'm from Mobile, Alabama, so we never know what the weather's gonna be like. First it's cold, then it's hot, so just whatever you think will be appropriate for the weather. So I end up wearing this out in my slippers, and I just put my. You have your chargers as well phone chargers, camera chargers, laptop chargers, iPad chargers as well, because if you're gonna be in there at least, you're gonna be in there at least for a day or two, so you want to go ahead and pack that so that you have some juice. And I bought this juice box from Walmart online, and this one's really cool. It has the 2 ports, and it lasts a very, very long time, which I think it still lasts. I had this in the car for I think couple of weeks, and it still has some juice to it. So these really come in handy as well, especially for your partner or your spouse, whoever's in the hospital. They may need to charge their devices. It comes in handy, so I would recommend this as well. If you wear glasses or contacts, I would bring both. I did, and I brought contact solution and everything. I ended up not even using my contacts because I didn't feel like fiddling with my eyes and stuff. But if you do, you know, you want to take photos and all that stuff without your glasses and still be able to see, then I would recommend bringing your contacts, contact case, and all that good stuff. Wallet, ID, insurance card, your pediatrician info, all that good stuff, because you're going to need it. You're going to be signing a lot of papers in the hospital, so you want to make sure you have all the information you need without someone going back and forth to get the information. Also bring credit cards or change for the vending machine. If you don't bring snacks, I recommend bringing snacks as well. We bought granola bars and nuts, things like that, but you can bring whatever you want: salty snacks, sweet snacks, candy, hot chips, whatever floats your boat, and something that you can have if you're not on a restricted diet or anything. So that did come in handy for myself and for my husband. You know, waiting on everything, labor and all this stuff, you get hungry. So if you can eat, then you know it comes in handy, especially afterwards, where because you're ravenous, you're hungry or hangry. Also, pillow, if you want to bring your own pillows. I bought my own pillows, and it still wasn't enough because I needed so many more pillows. I needed a fort in there. But bring your own pillows. Seen a lot of people recommend that you bring your own pillowcase, a different color from the hospital, so you'll know which ones. But you'll know which ones. I did not do that because I didn't have time for that. But you'll know. I knew which one was mine because the ones for the hospital are super flat and they're not as comfortable. So you can bring your own pillows if you would like, and your own comforter, or your boppy pillow, or you know, something to hold you. I had a pregnancy pillow. You can bring that as well. You know, anything that makes you comfortable and feel more at home, because it's gonna be a long journey, but the ending is worth it. So anything that makes you comfortable. Oh, and I almost forgot. I can't forget my bonnet. You know, you have to have your bonnet. See, I got this extra large bonnet because I end up having crochet braids when I was giving birth. So this comes in handy. You don't feel like dealing with your hair, even if you do have a protective style. You don't feel like dealing with it, so you just put your hair in the bonnet. Bring you some hair ties as well to put your hair up when you're nursing. You don't want to be fiddling with your hair. It's hot when you're doing that precious golden hour. You know, the body heat is warming up, so you know, it makes you comfortable. Also, let's see, looking at my list, you gotta check your list. Okay, last thing is which is totally optional, but I would say gifts for the staff, or I put goodies for the staff. And you can make different goodies and bring it to the staff depending on their policy, because you know, as we know, we're in a pandemic, so it just depends. I would ask the hospital or your OBGYN, whoever's going to deliver the baby, to see what their policy is about bringing gifts or snacks or treats for the staff. We end up just purchasing some donuts, dozens of donuts for the staff because they were so wonderful. But you know, whatever you think is appropriate and whatever is according to their policy, I would bring just to say thank you. If you want to do thank you cards as well, that will be really nice. But that's just totally optional, and it's totally up to you, depending on the policy. Oh, and the last, your mask. Don't forget your mask. You know, we are in a quarantine. I mean, pandemic. So don't forget your mask. Mine's is always in the car. I don't have one here, but it's always in the car. So don't forget it, because the hospital does. I know our hospital did. Check your hospital policy before going into the hospital, and make sure you check to see what things you can and cannot bring before you go in. But I know that we had to wear a mask coming in. I didn't have one in the actual hospital room where I was, you know, delivering or anything, but I did have to have it to go into the hospital, and I had to take a COVID test. So just be prepared for those things. But those are the things that I think that were helpful for me. Hopefully some of the items that I listed today will be helpful for you and your pregnancy journey. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, just like and subscribe. I'm hoping to put out more videos, especially the video of my labor and delivery. Like I said, I had a cesarean, so hopefully it can help other people as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and I hope that you have a really healthy and safe pregnancy. Bye. Thank you for watching.